I wanted to read something very beautiful. I found a commentary from Shaqiq, rahimahullah. He made this observation about this ayah, and I wanted to read that off to you. مَا مِن صَبَاحٍ إِلَّا وَيَأْتِينِ الشَّيْطَانُ مِنَ الْجِهَاتِ الْأَرْبَعِ. Every morning the devil comes to me from all four directions, he says. Every morning the devil attacks me from all four directions. مِن بَيْنِ يَدَيَّ وَمِن خَلْفِي وَعَنْ يَمِينِي وَعَنْ شِمَالِي. He comes to me from the front, he comes to me from behind, he comes to me from the right, he comes to me from the left. أَمَّا مِن بَيْنِ يَدَيَّ فَيَقُولُ لَا تَخَفْ. He comes to me from the front and says, don't be afraid. Whatever it is, do it. Just, because impulse. Just whatever comes in front of you, enjoy it. Just do it. Why are you thinking about the future? فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. Because Allah is forgiving. He comes to you from the front and says, Allah is forgiving. Just enjoy yourself. فَأَقْرَأْ وَإِنِّي لَغَفَّارٌ لِمَنْ تَابَ وَآمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا. And I respond to him by reciting a portion of the Quran from Surah Taha, where Allah says, I am absolutely someone who forgives over and over again. But I forgive the one who makes tawbah, who repents, who truly believes and acts in a good way, acts righteously. Meaning don't act however you want and say Allah forgives. Allah says, I forgive for the one who acts correctly. Not the one who acts however they want and then they say Allah forgives. So he responds, because shaytan quoted the Quran to him, right? Shaytan said, Allah says, I'm forgiving. And he says, no, you're using Allah's words, but you have a bad intent. So he understands what Allah actually means and cites the correct one. So then he says, وَأَمَّا مِنْ خَلْفِي. Then he comes to me from behind. فَيُخَوِّفُنِي مِنْ وُقُوعِ أَوْلَادِي فِي الْفَقْرِ. And he scares me that my children are going to become bankrupt when I die. Now, I don't have enough money for my kids. What are they going to do? How are they going to go to school? Where are they going to live? All this other stuff. فَأَقْرَأ وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ رِزْقُهَا. And I recite, there is not an animal on the earth, not a creature on the earth, except Allah has taken responsibility to provide for it. So if Allah hasn't forgotten the ant and the bird and the worm and the fish, how is He going to forget my children? And so I respond to him with the word of Allah. وَأَمَّا مِن قِبَلْ يَمِينِ. And he says, as far as my right is concerned, فَيَأْتِينِ مِن قِبَلِ الثَّنَاءِ. He comes to me and tries to praise me. You did a good job today. Hey, that was some nice prayer you performed. Quran recitation too. You did this too. Oh, you did charity? Look at how much you help people. Look at how wonderful you are, etc. He just wants you to have a lofty opinion about your good deeds. We talked about that when he attacks from the right. فَأَقْرَأْ وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. So I recite, the end outcome is only going to favor those who are able to protect themselves. Meaning protect themselves from having a lofty opinion of themselves. May Allah protect us from that. وَأَمَّا مِن قِبَلْ شِمَالِ فَيَأْتِينِ مِن قِبَلِ الشَّهَوَاتِ. And when he comes to me from the left, he tries to attack me by luring me into temptations. Luring me into temptations. فَأَقْرَأْ وَحِيلَ بَيْنَهُمْ وَبَيْنَ مَا يَشْتَهُونَ. And I recite that between them and whatever they desire, there's going to be a barrier placed. A barrier is going to be placed. So he calls on the word of Allah to protect him from temptation.